Y'all, so kind of some good news in the kind of family kind of storyline that's going on at the moment. I woke up today with a FaceTime from my mum today, which was actually put down quite quickly. So then I was like, right, okay, breathe a little bit, wake up properly. It was around about like 8:30 in the morning. And yeah, so I rang back and I was like, oh, did you mean to ring me? And obviously I was quite stubborn, quite harsh on the face. She asked me what was my issue on the face, because I was actually quite I don't know, I just perceived that I looked pissed off with the situation. Yeah, so it was my mum. She'd accidentally FaceTime me, whatever that is, and when I called her back, she was with my sister's baby boy Archie, and I was just like saying, it's nearly been a month since we've last spoken. And then she was like, are you well? Trying to kind of like, I don't know. To me, it was like trying to cover up exactly what's happened. And obviously my resting bitch face didn't help. But we just talked about some things. She said that she missed me. And obviously I missed her. But I said like there will be conversations with like both my sisters and my mum, because it can't just like be forgotten about and then me to come home and then everything to be all fine again. It just seems to be like an endless circle of the same thing. So I said discussions will be made. Hopefully we'll be able to find some resolution with this. Hopefully I won't feel as excluded in this family as I feel, and we shall see. So yeah, some promise, some hope, hopefully. Yeah, I really don't feel like buying them anything for Christmas though. I feel like, why? I think gifts at Christmas are just so like I don't even buy my best friends gifts, because my friendships with them are so loyal that I don't need gifts to kind of validate it, if you get what I mean. But yeah, so we discussed what might happen. I also was quite just like, I don't know, I have to really tell myself not to be as volatile with the situation, because I really, instead of getting upset, like emotional, crying and like all over the place, I get really aggressive. I get quite I wouldn't say violent like physically, but like I have so much pent up inside that one thing can trick me into thinking one thing, and then I'll relate it to another thing, and then like this will have to be spoken to, and I'll remember this memory and this memory. So yes, it kind of sucks, but once it's all vented out and once it's all spoken about, he'll be hopefully okay. I don't think they know how much they've upset me. I don't actually think they care in that sense, because they feel there was no remorse in the FaceTime. I was saying I felt like a black sheep. I felt like this was like 10 years ago, or 10 or 15 years ago, when I was like 15, 16. I feel like none of you really care about what's going on in my life. Even though I always care about what they're doing, I always ask about what they're doing, I always come up north and things like that. And it seems to be just the same, like giving everything but getting nothing back in return. So these have to be discussed with my sisters and my mum, so we'll hopefully have a resolution. It's just getting a little bit tiresome now. And even Mickey's kind of like upset by it. I'm a 30-year-old with a Mickey Mouse balloon in my bedroom. Yes. But yeah, so hopefully there's some promise there. It did feel really good to speak to my mum. Like something inside of me, I got really like emotional deep inside. I can't let it show yet though, because it's not all been, I've not forgiven them. I want to see kind of a plan moving forward for them to even, I don't know, getting back my trust, getting back my respect, because at the moment, I've never had these feelings before with my family. Like I just feel like there's such a disappointment. And I feel like even when it all kicked off and I found out that like my sister didn't come to my birthday party, but she'd been to like 4 of her friends in London and everything else, she came down to London a week after, didn't even text me, didn't even tell me she was here. It was like, where are your loyalties, man? Like, it's getting a little bit, I just don't understand it. Like, not one person being unaware of it is fine, but 4 or 5 people being completely blissfully unaware what they're doing to one person. And then even the thing today was, it's a comment about what my mum said. She was like, well, you chose to live in London. And I was like, well, fine, I'll move back to London. I'll move back to the northwest, leave London. leave a life that you were also proud of me when I left and then come back to you. But you'd do that to someone. You'd make someone feel unhappy and make them go back to a life where they weren't happy, just to validate the fact that I can't be round the corner and able to come to family meals and things like that. It's pathetic. So yeah, I just have to be very headstrong, positive, and very to the point. Don't be going off into different tangents. I just have to be very direct with my point, that I'm disappointed, I'm really upset by the way they've condoned themselves. But the FaceTime today, even my mum was like, oh, are you coming up for Christmas? And I was like, yeah, of course I'm coming up for Christmas. I'm part of this family. And I wouldn't do that to myself, because I said I would feel terrible for my own self if I woke up on Christmas Day here by myself with no one. So I guess we'll wait and see. So I'll give you a heads up with how that's going. So yeah, hopefully there's promise. And also my office is flooded at work, so I have to work from home for like nearly 3 weeks now, so more videos. But yeah, that's kind of a ball ache, but yeah, that's the latest. And I've also literally, it's the first time I've actually live videoed on my actual iPad, because I put my phone up. My new phone's coming tomorrow, so yeah. And I'm watching Revenge, which is not the perfect thing to do whilst I'm trying to plot against my family. But yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks.